All right. So, Himanshi, I actually started a very um, important movement in my life where I realized that I want to devote the professional life towards gender equity and well-being. And in order to do that, just creating fragmented efforts was not making sense to me. Okay. I started very early, since my college days, where I studied medical sciences in Delhi, and I got a lot of exposure because you are in Delhi, tier 1 city, and also coming from a government college. um, I was 7th rank holder all over India. So I was really very privileged, I would say, to have access to a lot of gender issues that I could see directly in the hospital, in the government ecosystem. And that's when I realized that, for gender equity and well-being, I will not be a clinician only. I want to be an entrepreneur. I researched that about myself and arrived that I want to start my entrepreneurship journey early. I started a couple of fashion clubs for awareness about breast cancer and all those things. We raised funds, crowdfund, and we also helped some cancer patients. That was not scaling, An entrepreneur wants to build something for hundreds and millions of people and impact on a long-term basis, where it should move the humanity towards the positive index. And my arena, being gender well-being, was only making sense through technology to make a scalable solution, right? So I started my journey with Arogya International, which is my previous startup. And I saw that there's a lot of opportunity in public health with the help of technology, machine learning, and data science. We can really bridge the white space and the gap that is present for women's health because of lack of resources, human resources, and also other resources, infrastructure. Arogya International typically in last 5.5 years created a world-class community-led high-quality women health screening. We developed many apps for various government, for various partners in India, Africa, US. We had a global team. The organization is doing really well. It's fully funded and funded from institutional funders from India and other international funding agencies like Cisco, Mulago Foundation, HDFC Startup Smartup, and Pepsi, Schlumberger, and few more. So it eventually created a very large momentum, and in between, towards the last phase when I was full-time involved, COVID came, and that's when the validation boomed, because we were doing 2 lakh women patients through the network that we have all over India through digital, offerings, because COVID made it very, very relevant how important public health is, how important technology is, and how broken the physical underlying infrastructure of India is at this moment, and which we cannot scale in next 90 years, right? So technology is the way. I last 1.5 years took a sabbatical initially, did extensive market research during pandemic, and arrived at the idea of Pinga. Based on all our team learning and experiences through Arogya International and others. So Pinga basically is a mobile app which gives the power to every woman to make their emotional and sexual life better and become their better versions. Pinga is 1 year old, a little more older. You can see the Rockstar team we have. Our DNA of team is to be a rockstar and do what it takes. We are very action oriented. We have a diverse team coming from different part of the country and the world. It's a global team, and all of them are super passionate and building this together with a lot of hustle day and night. So far, we are live on Play Store. We have a web app in place. We are already having users largely in India, also in Uganda, through our own trusted channels and partners. Surprisingly, we have downloads and users from other countries like United States, South Korea, Germany, Japan, United Kingdom, Nigeria, etc. So that's where we are, and I will take you through the room who are here, the rock stars, and who are not here also. So meet our team. I can go alphabetically, that's the best, easy. Anahita Pathak is actually a tech lawyer, but she became a product person with Pinga, and she will give you a kick-ass testimonial about Pinga, from where it started as her being the first user to now developing the product. So that's Anahita for you. We have Amit Bhatt, who is our, front-end engineer, really talented guy. He has been doing a lot of work around at the back end, and these are the people who actually build app, right? So it's important to have. We have Joshelle. Joshelle is another rock star. She is our brand strategist. She has done a lot of marketing, ground up, created a lot of brand awareness for Pinga since day one that she has joined. She's in Goa, and also, doing a lot of work on product. So all of them are learning product, and it seems like they already knew, So that's her. Meet Manish. Manish is our back-end skeleton in the engineering world. If you don't have a good backend, then everything crumbles. Your whole company will not be able to give you a product at all that a user can use. Right. So he is always up at late night. So yeah, he's our punching bag. Coming to Alan. Alan is our Rockstar team member from Uganda. He just showed you, I think, I'm not sure if you saw or not, but he's working ground up day and night on both, user acquisition, training people, telling people about the app, getting downloads every day, engaging them, telling them about the benefits, and he's doing it at a very massive scale. He's almost going to finish 21,000 breast assessment through Pinga app in next few weeks.
That's huge.
That's huge. Exactly. Meet our Rockstar team member, Sunny. He has been juggling with the product since day one. He's front-end engineer. He's all about our Play Store and whatever we do on our Play Store, he's doing the entire ground-up activity for it. We all are working day and night. So yeah, meet Sunny. Shyanjali is actually, a college student currently, and she's working with us on testing app, doing product support, going back and forth, because a lot of communication goes behind making an app. It's not even a joke.
Right.
So she's doing the entire product support. She has also done marketing for us in the initial phase. So that's Shyanjali for you. I think Laksh has just joined. So Laksh is our, what we call in the tech world, DevOps guy, DevOps engineer, who's actually going to take care of all the privacy and cybersecurity and your server, and so that your app doesn't crash, So the whole in skeleton of your product. Right. So that's the team we have here. Who we don't have here are extremely important people, and I don't think they can join at this moment because they're in US. Both of them are in the East Coast, and one is in Howard Design Engineering School. He's an alumni of Howard, brilliant product engineer, and have been part of Fortune 500. His name is Anirban Ghosh. He's my classmate. And our other guy, through Tucker, he has been a doctor for 10 years. Then he became a serial entrepreneur, believed in our idea, worked with us. He has been also a co-founder in Aroga International.
Okay.
He's in Johns Hopkins University
Mhm.
and our business development person.
Mhm.
So that's the team, core team.
Mhm.
And we have been recently incubated with Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures. So this is, the DNA of the team and what we are doing. And this is what is the most important thing for a successful startup, to build the right team. To build this team, it has not been a very linear journey because, it's a lot of, it's never quantitative, it's very qualitative. As you see here, it's a very diverse team, but it's very strategic.
Right.
Okay. The first thing that we look into having a team is honestly an instinct, what we call in the entrepreneurial world, that your measurable gut feeling.
Right.
This person is a rock star, right? They have the IQ, EQ, and capability to learn. Otherwise, surviving in a startup is a psychological havoc.
Right.
Also, returns are high. What you earn in 20 years, you earn in 4 years in startups. That's why it's a heavy thing. To build this team, it has taken a lot of research and instincts. And tech team, if I say, of course, there are technical filters. We need, say, React Native or Flutter or Python, particular languages, what your product is going to look like. And then you do a lot of filtering and you arrive at, the Rockstar engineers. They take a lot of time to adapt with the product because every product is new and the knowledge they bring may or may not be useful. So they also need to do a lot of learning. It's a school. Startup is a school. The other team members you're seeing, product marketing, growth, and business development, all of them, the first thing that they brought to the table was being themselves a self-starter. That's number one. Because if you get a non-Rockstar team member, your company growth will be slower.
Right.
And that's the first parameter. Number two is they have skills that they can implement immediately, or they will learn it faster and implement even.
Right.
So, you have to see who will actually believe in this product, believe in the vision, and can cohesively contribute. Like, for example, in our team, a lot of fights happen, but all the fights that's happening is because everyone wants a great product and a great delivery to our customers. So if that is happening, that means you're growing really fast.
Right.
So these are some of the qualitative insights I can give you.
All right. Okay, so now we can start with the team.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, Anahita, okay, so first of all, we got the introduction of you. So what do you have to say about the foundation of Pinga, and how has been the journey so far?
It's been unexpected. Let's just start with that, because as my first association with Pinga was as a user. I met Priyanjali as a happy accident, and then she started telling me about Pinga and what it does. And by profession, I'm a lawyer. I passed out from National University, Jodhpur, and since then I was working with a judge in the Delhi High Court as a law researcher.
Okay.
And life is stressful. So she was telling me about how what Pinga does, and I'm like, oh my god, I need this app in my life. And I just fell in love with the product so much that I thought that if I want something done in my life, I might as well do it myself. So Priyanjali was gracious enough to give me an opportunity to join the team. And here we are now, a lawyer doing product work, content work, a lot of managerial logistics, on-ground work. It's just been a whirlwind of learning, and every day is exciting because that's one step closer to the product.
Right.
Pinga is amazing because it has like hormonometer, moodometer, and it doesn't just act as a tracker, which is what most apps do now. We give solutions. We help them manage their schedule around their hormones. We have self-assessment tools which help, in early detection of various diseases, which can easily be managed by using the app itself. And personally, in this fast life, I need a friend that I can count on constantly. And Pinga is going to be that for me, and I hope for a lot of women as well. So that's just my journey with Pinga.
All right. Okay, so let's quickly move to Joshelle. Priyanjali told us you handle the entire marketing of the organization. So how has marketing helped the organization to where it is standing today?
So for me as a marketer, it is very important to believe in the vision of a business. If I don't think it's making a difference, a positive difference in anyone's lives, I will not work with them. For example, if you're a junk food brand or if you're just selling sugary stuff, I will not work with someone like that. So Pinga came to me at a time where I firmly believed that I had to work with a company that held the same beliefs as I did. And Pinga, what it does is it tries to make a woman feel better in her own skin by offering solutions that aren't just instant. They are long-term solutions. So you have to change your habits, you have to change your routine, you have to eat healthy. And Pinga helps you do that. Something that you can't depend on anyone else. Like you can't expect your best friend to do that for you. You can't expect your mother to do that for you. You can expect yourself to do it for yourself. Right. But it is very difficult in this day and age, in such a hectic lifestyle. So something like Pinga really tweaked all of my spots, and I thought that okay, I should maybe help Priyanjali market this product. And any product for that matter, even if it is great, as long as people don't know about it, it's not going to sell. So I feel that a product, for example, any product, you need to market it. Otherwise, nobody will know about it, nobody will buy it. Okay, if no one is familiar with what you do and how you do it, your solutions, what problems you solve, nobody's going to bother and actually give you a chance. Or there's no point of being a great singer if you're not singing on the stage, right?
Right.
So I feel like marketing would really help Pinga get the attention it deserves, and that's what I'm trying to do.
So my next question is from Aiden. If I'm right, he handles the entire, broadcasting the entire about the organization and training people. So Aiden, I'm sure you must have faced some challenges and must be facing them right now as well. So what do you have to say?
Yes, I'm happy to be working on this, and I'm happy that I met such a great team to work with. Yes, the exercise is moving on very well. Just a few challenges. This is an internet thing, and this is an IQ related product. We are just transitioning from analog to the digital world. So it calls for more trainings of our community workers who are used on recording the things on paper. So now every organization that is coming coming with smartphones, is coming with applications. So the recordings have gone back to the applications where all the surveys are answered on the phone and they are submitted to the organization. So Pinga is just one of its kind where all the assessments will be done on the phones, and we can receive the information the other side. So we are trying to train the community health workers how they can do it, because we know this is not ending this month and it's not ending right now. We are going to be doing this over and over. Like they will learn all these things. There will be modifications of these applications, and they will be meeting the women. And we want to see that the women can do this by themselves. So wherever we go, we are living this. We are preaching this. We want the women to use this app on their own, even if it's not the community health workers. In the absence of community health workers, they have to know how to use the app. So with time, I know we shall get there. We shall have these applications in the languages that they understand. One of the barriers is language. Some of them can't read English. Some of them can't translate something, those medical terms, but we know we shall get there. We have had all these applications, we have had all this data, and people, we have tried to translate all this in our local language. So we have Swahili, but not all of them are in Swahili. We wanted to do Luganda, but I was communicating with our head there, Priyanjali, and it's hard to get Luganda on the Google, on Google. So I know with time we can see how we can put Luganda there, such that this app is a success all over in Uganda. So we are trying our best. It's just the beginning, but I think people have started liking the app, and I know we shall work hand in hand so that it goes well. Maybe another shortcoming is the internet, but I think this is everywhere in the world, like anywhere. If you go to a remote place, you can have some slowdown in the internet, but if you are patient enough, you can still do again and get the internet back, and things can work well. Okay. Then another problem, since we are trying to get people to do this, some people don't have Android smartphones. It's also a challenge since we are in the developing world. People are still getting smartphones, like the number has increased, but it's a smartphone, and yet you have two places to carry like two assessments or more. You can't have all the assessments on one phone. So if at all, like this app would allow other entries, maybe you go to a household, you find like 5 women who have issues with their health, maybe they can screen using that very app instead of having everyone to have a smartphone, because it has also limited our work. We've got potential people, like potential patients, meet them today, but today I'm working from very far. That's why you had the noise. So I want to say that I meet those patients tomorrow so that we can get all the details, and I can send you guys everything about those people. So this girl has breast cancer. One of the breasts is infected, and the mom called us today, and she was telling us this other breast is also getting an infection, and she wanted us to meet her very urgently. So I think that is something I'm going to do first thing tomorrow, because I want her to do the assessment on the app. Then I'll take some relevant photos and some other feedbacks that I can send to you guys. Maybe we can use that as a case study. Then there is another one for cervical cancer. Like there are around 5 of them. So I want to list them by the end of this week so that we have something to put across.
What Pinga is building is for every woman. So while our team members are reaching online through partnership-led growth, product-led growth, we have, Alan on the other side who's reaching everyone at their doorstep. And Pinga is already helping doing early detection of breast and cervical cancer. So that's the power, that how hard this team is trying to reach women from every angle.
Right. Okay, so my next question is from Sunny, who is working as the front-end engineer. So as Priyanjali mentioned that being engineer is one of the professions where you have to, work late at night. So how have your experience been with the company?
This company, my journey was, I think, during 8 months. And I was building previously 4-5 apps, but not like this Pinga app. I was grown with this product like a rocket booster.
जैसे कि मैं हूँ टेक्निकल गाइस, तो मेरे साथ है कि कुछ भी चैलेंज है वो तो अब सॉल्व करना ही है, तो वो तो एक अलग पार्ट हो गया, वो करना ही है। लेकिन मुझे जो इस ऐप में सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है, मतलब जो मेरे समझ में जो मैं सोच पाता हूँ कि कल के डेट में कोई भी लेडीज है, वुमेन है, तो वो लोग को तुरंत भर में मतलब जो डॉक्टर का गाइडेंस लेना पड़ता है, वो बहुत हद तक वो इससे सॉर्ट कर लेगी कि हाँ इससे हमें हेल्प मिल रहा है, हम इस चीज को यूज कर रहे हैं, तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो वो कुछ हद तक हम उसको सॉल्व कर दे रहे हैं ऐप के थ्रू। तो ये चीज थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगता है कि हाँ बहुत सारा पॉइंट है, जैसे कि बहुत सारे घर में जेंट्स नहीं होते, सिर्फ लेडीज होती, तो वो जा नहीं सकते हैं, तो वो यहाँ से अपना रिस्क ये सब फैक्टर देख सकते हैं कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है या क्या गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करना चाहिए। तो ये सारा चीज इसमें बहुत अच्छा है और कहीं ना कहीं किसी का भला हो रहा है इससे, तो ये सब चीज अच्छा लगता है, मतलब इसलिए इसमें मजा आता है ये काम करने में। मतलब अलग ही, मतलब प्रोडक्ट तो बहुत बनाए हैं, कंपनीज के लिए बहुत बनाए प्रोडक्ट, एक से एक बनाया, लेकिन इसमें जो मतलब एक अलग ही लेवल चलता है कि हाँ मतलब कल के डेट में कोई भी यूज करेगा तो वो बोलेगा यार चीज क्या है, बढ़िया है।
Yeah, I think it's a good journey till now. It's been all just 1 month, but I've learned so many things here. And I think in my 5 years of journey in tech, I think it's a first good product where I'm working on the, I can say like an app which is giving lots of users many benefits. Like for women, it's quite a good app, and I think it will help them to detect early all the things which Pinga will provide in next future. It will help them to. It will basically give benefits.
It's really one of a lifetime kind of a product we are trying to build. Right. So our families definitely are our emotional, infrastructure, because we are building emotions, optimization in Pinga for millions, but our family is handling our emotions and lives and super supportively. I'm sure that, because I know my team, they have so much struggle in life, but all of them are so well supported by their families, and they manage it so well. It is why we are able to do what we are able to do. Right. About my family, so Shanjali is actually my sister, and she is here. So I would like her to answer this question honestly, because I think she's one support system. Okay. Biggest one, better than my parents. So yeah. Okay. Shanjali, can you talk a bit about this?
Hi everyone, this is Priyanjali. So I'm currently a second year student in Delhi University. Okay. So I'll first talk a bit about Pinga, then I can extend the answer on behalf of Priyanjali. Okay. So of course Pinga been a very it's like a bestie to every one of us here, and hopefully to the future users and the present and existing users. I was initially part of the branding and marketing team, but then I switched my interest because of lots of schedule conflict, but I wanted to be part of Pinga, so I became part of product team. My role is very minor. I just support the product specialist, like detecting the bugs and communicating with users, and bridging the miscommunication and communication gap between the product and the users, product team and technical team and users. So that's very minor role, but I know that I wanted to be part of this. So even if it's a minor role, I just want to take that initiative. Okay, coming to Priyanjali's answer. So I think we were brought up in a northeastern state. So I think Anahita and everyone here, they come up from diverse background. So we were very privileged, the way we were parented, because our parents never stopped us. To be honest, we were spoiled with lots of opportunities. But I understand that lots of the people doesn't come up from that roots and that background. So for that, we need to come up with a solution, and that needs a diverse perspective. Right. So that is why when Priyanjali came up with Arogya Foundation, and we were initially, my parents were a little skeptical, because of course parents want security, stability, and as an Indian parents, everyone seek that. But when she said that she's how determined she is, of course my parents said like you don't need my permission. You are an adult and you can take your own decision. But still, we emotionally we were always there, and we. Anyhow, any possible, we supported her during the journey. It's been lots of ups and downs came, and she's been standingly, she's face those obstacles with a bright smile on her face, which is currently still there. So that's her, and I'm so glad that we also got a team members who are as supportive as our parents are. And either the Joshelle and all the tech team here, I mean, they, because of them and because of the parent support everyone, each of them are getting, I think that's why Pinga is here today, and hopefully it will also make changes in users' life.
Every day when we wake up, I think one thing that we chase is user delight. That's our pole star. We want to solve this problem for hundreds and millions of people. We are very proud we are developing such a deep tech product for global audience for women. And it is a very positive impact story. To give you a perspective, the motivation comes from one level where if you see products in the direct-to-customer market are either on the communication segment like Facebook and WhatsApp, where you need validation of blue tick to feel better, right?
Right.
Or a social media where you need your status to be always satisfied, right? Because you want a social app to show you that social animal status, right? All of these are stress triggers, right? And especially because we are a team who specializes in femtech, we know that our motivation will be to build a positive product which improves the person's life, not create more stress. That's why when we said in the opening line, it's a personal digital companion. And we thrive that every day. We know we are this close and then we are solving many other backlog problems, but we are constantly moving ahead. And that vision that we have one day when we have that finished product, and in next 3 years, 4 years, when 20 million users are using it every day, we want to see that. We want to see that future. So that's our motivation factor.
All right. Okay, so I must say that Pinga will change the life of millions and millions of women, because that is what I can gather from this entire conversation. And all the very best to you and to the entire team, because I am very much sure that the company will reach heights.